The Haunting of the Hill House is based on the Shirley Jackson's novel by the same name. The season starts with Crane family moving into their new Hill House. The Crane family includes Hugh and Olivia Crane and their 5 kids named Theo, Stephen, Shirley, Nell and Luke Crane. Then we move to the present day where Stephen Crane wrote a book about his family's experience at the haunted house. 25 years ago, Stephen's family moved into the haunted house. After an incident, his whole family fled from the house around midnight, but his mother Olivia got left behind and dies at the house. The incident changed the lives of the Crane family members. The story will move from past to present a lot as we uncover what happened at the house before they fled and how they are coping with it. Stephen's book got the bestseller title, but his family is not happy as he is making money from the family tragedy. Luke Crane got the short end of the stick where because of the experience he became a drug addict. Nell starts to dream about the same ghost that she saw as a kid and tries to tell her family, but no one picks up her call. Nell calls her father Hugh and tells him that she is outside the Hill House. Then we move to Stephen and Luke where Luke stole some of Stephen's stuff but ran into Stephen, where Stephen takes the stuff and gives Luke some money as he thinks he wants to buy drugs. Stephen enters the house and meets Nell, but then he gets a call from his father telling him that Nell went to the Hill House and committed suicide. Stephen got pale and turns around, sees that Nell is a ghost and she disappears. As Stephen didn't believe in ghosts even after the book and he got the shock of his life. So Nell is dead, Stephen is a writer, Luke is a drug addict, Theo is a child therapist and Shirley is a mortician. A mortician is who makes the dead body presentable at the funeral. Shirley and her husband has their own funeral house and Theo lives with Shirley. Nell's body is brought to Shirley and as she was leaving the room she sees Olivia's ghost. In a flashback, Luke meets a ghost as well. Young Theo has powers where she can read people's mind by touching them, same as her mother and grandmother. Young Luke meets Abigail and everyone thinks she's his imaginary friend. Luke finds a hat which the ghost takes back. I guess he doesn't like sharing. Luke and Nell were twins and can feel each other's physical pain. Luke sees the same hat ghost at the night of Nell's death, and when Stephen tells him about her suicide, he doesn't believe that it was a suicide. Young Nell used to see a bent neck lady ghost and would get sleep paralysis. Nell meets Arthur to cure her sleep paralysis and Arthur dies in front of her eyes one night by the hands of the same ghost as she was paralyzed. Nell's therapist says that it's all her imagination and to come over that she went to the Hill House and she starts hallucinating her mother giving her a necklace. But it was a noose and Olivia's ghost kills her. And the twist was that her neck got broken and the bent neck lady was Nell all along. Wrap your mind around that first. Then we move to another night where all the younglings are gathered in the house and older ones at the funeral house. Young Nell disappears, suddenly comes back when everyone asks where did she go and she says she was here all along. Present time, everyone starts arguing about Nell and Olivia's death and suddenly Nell's caskets drop. And we see that Nell's ghost was there all along and no one could see her just as it was back then. In a flashback, Hugh wanted to renovate the Hill House and during that he finds a dead body. Before Crane family moved to the Hill House, Mr. Dudley and his wife were caretakers and they advised Crane family to leave the house immediately. But no one believed them. Slowly, Olivia's mind goes insane due to the house magic and she gets psychotic episodes. Present time, as Hugh was preparing for Nell's funeral, he sees Olivia, but that's just a hallucination. Luke went to burn the Hill House, Hugh and Stephen goes to look for him. Shirley and Theo waits for Luke to use the Shirley's credit card and they get the notification that he used it at a gas station near the Hill House. And both Shirley and Theo goes after him as well. Theo and Shirley are arguing in the car because Shirley caught Theo and her husband touching each other. And suddenly Nell's ghost tells them to shut up. They both get out of the car and then Theo explains that when she touched Nell's body, she lost the feeling in her own body. And because of that, Shirley's husband was rubbing her. Moving to Luke, he tries to burn the house but fails and the ghost catches him. Now why the Crane family fled only that night and not before? In the flashback, one night Olivia sees the ghost of previous owner of the Hill House. She tells Olivia that her children are stuck in a nightmare and she needs to awake them by poisoning. Olivia takes Luke, Nell and Abigail to the Red Room. Abigail was Mr. Dudley's daughter and not imaginary or ghost. Shirley wakes Hugh and Hugh sees that Olivia mixed poison in the tea. Hugh saves Luke and Nell but couldn't save Abigail. One by one, all the ghosts came out and Hugh takes the kids and fled. That's why he left Olivia. Olivia commits suicide after her family leaves. Presently, everyone is in the red room and have nightmares. Luke sees Nell, Abigail and Olivia and thinks he is dead, but Nell shouts at him to leave. Everyone wakes up in the red room. Nell ghost came to tell them that when they were kids, they tried to open the red room but couldn't. Nell tells them that this is not a real room but a virtual one where the house brings its prey to devour. And then Nell disappears. Hugh meets Olivia's ghost outside the room and makes the deal to let his kids go and he will stay. When coming out of the room, Steven sees something but doesn't tell anyone. Shirley and Theo takes Luke to hospital and Steven stays behind. We learn that Steven saw Hugh's dead body, which meant he sacrificed himself for his kids. Hugh knew that when you die, you become a part of the house, as he came back once before and wanted to burn the house. But Mrs. Dudley didn't let him, as she wanted to see her daughter every now and then. Hugh says goodbye to Steven and goes to Nell and Olivia. 2 years later, everyone is happy and Luke is cutting a cake with 2 on it, which means he's been clean for 2 years. Thank you for watching the video. Like and share.